there, this is Tortoreo. I'm the Director of Crisis Services. My team and I want to give you information with regards to what our team actually does with the title of Crisis. That's kind of a broad title, but we have some specific areas that we address. So as a whole, the crisis team handles cases of sexual assault and domestic violence. And so when making referrals, that's the two pieces that we really want to focus on. Are they victims of domestic violence or are they victims of sexual assault? It doesn't have to be recent. It never has to be reported to law enforcement. If they indicate there's any history of that kind of victimization, then we are appropriate to assist them. So we can help victims navigate the legal process by assisting with applications for protection orders, for crime victims compensation. We can assist by attending court alongside those victims. We accompany, which can certainly help take away some of that fear that they go through. And that's just a few of the things that we can do. We can also assist with safety planning to ensure that when a victim has been assaulted or abused, then they have some information as to how to make some plans. So if you're working with someone who has that history and you're really concerned about what's going on right then, we can really help connect with them and help them to establish like a safety plan. Our team can help victims find resources for food, health, and other needs throughout the community, and we can also help with setting expectations for the legal process and sexual assault exams. Our being able to give them information can help just to allay some of those fears, and so we want to be doing a lot of information providing. That's a big part of what we do. Our cases have to be cases of sexual assault or domestic violence, and like I said, there's no time frame as far as when that can happen. Some things that we want to make sure that you know that we do not do. We don't assist in cases of any other types of crisis like suicide, loss of a home in a fire, COVID diagnosis. Again, if those things are a part of someone who has domestic violence or sexual assault, we can assist them. But if that's the only issue, that's not appropriate for our department. We don't offer any kinds of transportation or bus tickets. That's very rare, and we don't have that type of funding. Although we can help victims of crime apply for funds, we don't directly provide rent assistance or any kind of financial assistance. And that's a lot of what people are needing, especially people who are really suffering because of victimizations, but we don't have the funding which allows us to give them any kind of, or help them pay for any kind of moving expenses or rent or anything like that. We don't offer housing. We're not affiliated with Legal Aid of Northwest Texas, and we don't offer legal advice. We do have a legal advocate who can help with information with regards to the legal system, and all of our advocates are trained on a lot of that information, but we're not attorneys. We can't give legal advice. We are definitely not lawyers, and we can't determine child custody. Again, if there's domestic violence or sexual assault, we can help link people to services that have those other issues, but those are not specifically the areas that we assist with. So we're going to have videos for each of our team members to talk about the things that they do, but if you have any questions, please come and see me or actually call any of our advocates directly. They'll be happy to answer questions. They'll be happy to consult on any of the cases that you're working on, but just know that our focus is domestic violence and sexual assault. So thanks for listening, and always call us if you have any questions.
Hi there, my name is Alexis Roberts, and I'm the volunteer coordinator and victim advocate for the crisis team here at Family Support Services. Essentially, my job is to go out into the community and to find people with a passion for this special niche here at our organization. My volunteers are not only here to support our team, but they're here to support our community. After a 40-hour intensive training that myself and other team members teach, as well as members from other departments, each of them commit to responding to Northwest ER and the Bridge Children's Advocacy Center when anyone has reported a sexual assault. As a victim advocate, we sit with our survivors physically and emotionally as they walk through this process of making police reports, pelvic exams, full body checkups, and safety planning. Most of all, we offer information about our services that we provide here agency-wide in order to help them take the next positive step in their journey of healing. Aside from this, I work with community partners to gather supplies for survivors such as blankets and small snacks, things to ease time spent at either location. My co-facilitator and I, Cassidy Stiles, host a sexual assault support group called Rediscover You, which helps to bring support and new coping strategies to our survivor community. And best of all, I get to be a member and a part of this team.
I'm Cassidy Stiles on the crisis team. My title is a crisis service specialist. Apart from all the stuff that we do that is alike, like going to the hospital and stuff like that, My specific duties are more about community outreach and education. So putting together presentations and doing presentations for the community. Examples of some of the topics are like setting healthy boundaries, recognizing domestic violence in healthcare setting, myths and facts about sexual assault, safety planning, how to do safety planning, and like effects of domestic violence on children. I also go to resource fairs and just kind of try to get our agency out there, what we do and who we are. Basically creating relationships with other community agencies and trying to find mutually beneficial ways to collaborate with each other. As Alexis mentioned, I help facilitate a support group for sexual assault survivors with Alexis. That group is on Thursday evenings at 6 o'clock if you have anybody that might be interested in that.
Hi, my name is Alicia George, and I work at Family Support Services as the Crisis Services Coordinator. As a Crisis Services Coordinator, I work with our walk-in clients who are experiencing an acute crisis. I assist these clients with the completion of the Crime Victims Compensation application, as well as finding them any community resources that they may need. I also provide advocacy to our clients who have experienced sexual assault or who may be in a domestic violence situation. In addition to these things, I also facilitate a teen trauma group that is on Mondays from 5 to 6:30 p.m. and an adult trauma group.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Bonnett with the Crisis Team. I am the Crisis Interventionist, along with all of the other duties that I share with my team, including attending SANE exams at the hospital on the bridge and seeing domestic violence clients. My specialty is working with victims of BIP clients. So I work alongside Rebecca and reach out to the victims of her BIP clients just to ensure their safety, connect them with any resources, anything else that they might need.
Hi, I'm Estefania Chavira, and I am the bilingual advocate for Family Support Services. I assist victims and survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence with crisis services such as crisis intervention, community resources and information, and any form of advocacy. As the bilingual advocate, I primarily assist clients who speak Spanish. I offer all crisis services in Spanish, and since most of these clients are immigrants or could be immigrants, I assist them with their immigration process as well. I also facilitate the Spanish support group on Wednesday evenings for any Spanish speakers who need support. This group starts at 5:30 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. I also do a little bit of Hispanic outreach, and I try to be involved as much as possible with any Hispanic association or community events so I can also raise awareness there. Please remember to always be kind and patient with clients who do not understand or speak English. Reaching out for help is already a big step for them, so please do not hesitate to ask for assistance when working with clients who speak another language.
Hi everyone, it's me again. We have one other member of the team that I wanted to tell you about. Her name is Jackie Bolden, and she is our legal advocate. Some of the things that she does in her position is she can connect clients with appropriate attorneys depending on the situation. Jackie is not an attorney, so we cannot offer official legal advice, but she does have connections and can connect clients with attorneys depending on the situation. Jackie also attends court with her clients. That way they have somebody with them who can advocate for them and be there for them and hold their hand through the process. Jackie can talk with them through housing options that are available through the city. As Kathy mentioned, we do not offer housing through our department, but we can help talk through different housing options that are available elsewhere. Jackie also can walk clients through the process of applying for protective orders. We here at FSS cannot approve or deny a protective order, but we are knowledgeable about them and about the process and can help them walk through that. Jackie can also assist in safety planning, as well as the rest of the team. Again, just making sure that any victims have a plan to be safe, to stay safe, and to get out of the situation potentially if that's where they're at. Jackie also can assist with making police reports through APD, and she can help clients apply for TANF. TANF stands for Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, and it is a one-time lump sum of money for clients with children. And Jackie also can help with applying for the Crime Victims Compensation. Again, this is another thing that the whole team is knowledgeable about and can help with. Crime Victims Compensation in the state of Texas is a fund that is available to victims of crime. It can be victims of sexual assault, victims of domestic violence, and a number of other things. Depending on the situation and depending on what the client is asking funds for. CBC offers money to help reimburse for certain things such as counseling, relocation, funeral expenses, things like that. Another big aspect of Jackie's position is to handle LAPs. LAPs are lethality assessments that are done through local law enforcement. The local law enforcement agencies fill out LAPs on the scene of domestic violence crimes. They send it to our agency, and Jackie then connects with those victims to ensure their safety and provide them with services.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to what our department does. Please do not hesitate to always reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns about people who you are working with. Our doors are always open, and we are always happy to assist anyone who is in a crisis that is related to domestic violence or sexual assault, and we hope that you guys learned a lot about our department and what we do. Go FSS.